In 2018, the Cincinnati Zoo and Botanical Garden released something that drove the local fans wild. A $150 million master plan with new projects to open between 2020 and 2025. In the last couple decades, the zoo has given us 9 major updated attractions, but they've never really revealed their plans way before the openings, or so it was originally thought. I've finally found a quality look at the zoo's 2003 master plan. I'll give you an analysis of almost every development, show how plans changed, show what was scrapped, and we'll be revisiting the 2018 plan, comparing the two and even look at its own changes. Let's begin. Number 1, the entrance. This plan followed through. A new parking lot was added across the street, there's a pedestrian bridge, and the historic Vine Street Village was complete by 2010. On the 2003 version, it was supposed to take over the Wildlife Canyon. The 2018 version had other plans. The Roo Valley, where rare hoofstock once lived down a line. Soon you will see a 15,000 square foot walk-through down-under experience, complemented by a rope course, a beer garden, the existing eagle and condor aviaries, and little blue penguins that will be brought over from the children's zoo. All of this will supposedly be complete this August. Number 2, the gorillas. This opened in 1978 and has pretty much been the same ever since. On this map is the existing area, and these would have been added. Gorilla World would have been called the Gorilla Forest, okapis would have been brought over from the Rhino Reserve, and the plan shows an indoor conservatory for the gorillas. Though it does look different, the last thing did actually become reality in 2017. As for its future, Gorilla World is not part of any public master plan. Number 3, a new Cheetah Show amphitheater and an outdoor small cat conservation center. I'll just say right now that nothing like this really happened. That space on the plan is where you can still find the lemur lookout, dragons, and their carousel. The Cheetah Show, which I think existed when this was all drawn up, can be found in the Africa section. As for the small cats, the remaining collection that survived to present day can be found in the Night Hunters building. Down the hill, changes to the Manatee Springs. The zoo's former aquarium that opened in the 50s was transformed into a Florida-themed center by 1999, and already it seems that they had plans to change it. The only thing I'm seeing is apparently the manatee tank was to be expanded into an outdoor atrium, very much like Columbus's, which was built the same year. But like the last on the list, this never happened and it is not part of the master plan either. Next to that, the America Big River Country. Other than bears being the face of the exhibit, there's no details. I just know that it would have spanned across the space from the White Lions to Wolf Woods, Rhino Reserve, Cat Canyon, and Night Hunters, all of which still exist. Since I mentioned them, the map does show that 2 of the 3 nearby existing bear grottos are removed. The 2018 version says there will be renovations for the Lords of the Arctic and the Bear Hill. There's no map or rendering, but it does state that polar bears will be the focus and natural substrate and space will be added. Unfortunately, there was no announcement of when this would happen. Next, improvements to Rhino Reserve. Once the zoo's prime African region before Africa, this is a roundabout attraction where you can circle black rhinos, okapis, zebras, bongos, and flamingos. Nothing can be expanded, rather it will be improved by pushing things together. The rendering says this area, other than the added pool, will be the same. The other half will be part of the changes. The zebra yard will be home to, I believe, male black rhinos. The current male yard, current female yard, and former Indian rhino spot will be combined for one large exhibit for zebras and allegedly breeding black rhinos. This new and improved reserve will be complete by 2023. Up the hill, upgrades for the sea lions. Actually, this was the change to the plan I was talking about. Duke, their remaining sea lion, passed away. The nearby African and blue penguin habitats in the children's zoo were removed. I said the blues were going to Roo Valley, so instead of getting new pinnipeds, the Blackfoots will take their place in an upgraded shore far larger than their last. And I've heard this will also be complete by August. Going back even further up the hill is Africa. But you'll be seeing this soon, and it's not much different from the plan, so we'll be moving on to 2003's Asia, a major expansion of the elephant facility. The main section was constructed only in 2003, and they added a second spot to hold a bull in 2008. Neither are worth bragging about. The old master plan called for expanded yards, larger amphitheater, and even a new location for their Sumatran rhinos. So, what does the future hold for these large animals? They will be moved to the elephant track. Not an expansion, rather a completely original concept, taking them down to the current safari parking lot. The trek will use up 7 acres, filling it with a children's splash park, new dining space, and of course 2 enclosures, each 2 acres reserved for their pachyderms, meaning it will be 85% bigger than what they have now. Judging from this newer model, this door confirms my speculation that the Elephant House will be under the viewing. Now I'm still not done. This next to Manatee Springs is where their only remaining white lion is, and it looks like that small hill will be an island for a primate. Last time I covered the new plan, we talked about these guys hiding in the back, possibly some kind of sheep, but there's no place for them. But then I found this. A mountainous outcrop might be behind the elephants, but again, the public doesn't know what animal it will contain. So now, what will happen to the Elephant Reserve and the Elephant House? Those questions were partially answered when the zoo released this other rendering. The 2 existing enclosures will be combined. Rumors are going around that it might be home to some sort of rhino, but the map labels the landmark as the former Elephant House, while showing elephant statues that might be added up front. So who knows? Elephant Trek is set to be complete in 2025. Please go to the description below to get a list of everything on the 2003 plan that I didn't even mention, and then click on the card above to see my first take on the 2018 plan to see details I left out as well. With those, I want you to tell me which you prefer and what you would have done differently to both. Thank you for watching.